Hi there, Martin here from the I Can book. Today's topic of discussion is on those very pesky marketing phone calls that we all get so very often. Now, I know you've heard them all, but I wanted to just briefly, before I go into my methods of dealing with difficult and annoying marketers, I think it's important to differentiate between the two major kinds. You've got the very worthwhile and very important charity fundraisers. They can still be annoying when they call, but at least they're calling for a really genuine benefit. So, for example, if I'm, hearing from the children's hospitals or, from various, medical research things like that, I will typically, make a donation. However, when it comes to people calling and saying, you know what, I want to talk about the quality of your phone line and let you know what a wonderful phone line we've got for you, or what a wonderful new package for home television or broadband or whatever the case may be. Now, there's several ways of dealing with this, and I've often thought that some of the most primary ways is to absolutely ignore them and simply talk about whatever you're thinking about. Talk about anything you want. So, for example, I might say something along the lines of, it's a wonderful day today, the clouds are out, and don't you really enjoy wonderful clear skies? It's just so exciting. It really gets me thinking, just how wonderful is that? As another example, I can discuss my shopping list with him, So, for example, think about this. I was thinking, do you think I ought to buy potatoes today? Or should I get tomatoes instead? I mean, think about it. You can completely take these people off their line of thought and confuse the you-know-what out of them. Let's take another example. How many of you have been called by those pesky people who are outright criminals telling you that you've got a virus on your computer? Now, one way of dealing with this problem, it's an absolutely fantastic way of dealing with this problem. I actually pretend that I'm on their website, but I'm not really. And eventually they're going to say, can you see this or can you see that? And I'm going to say, no, I can't see it. I have no idea where that is. And if you waste their time for half an hour, assuming you've actually got the energy and the stamina to do this, you are going to have the most exciting time. You're going to completely pee these people off. There's an extraordinarily strong possibility they will not bother you again. So, for the virus callers, simply tell them you cannot actually see their box or information page. P.S. Never actually go to their site. Why? Because you really could download a genuine virus when you actually don't even have one. And I'll correct this spelling while I'm here. What other things can you do? You can actually start talking in another language. That is an absolutely fantastic one. I like to talk French when I get called sometimes, and that'll certainly put them off, because let's face it, they simply don't know how to handle it. The point is, if you have either got the time or the stamina to actually play along with them, that really annoys them, and eventually they will get the message to leave you alone. It's going to take time. Now, depending on which country of the world you're in, you might have something like a do not call register. Most of these companies use overseas calling centers, so they ignore all of those rules anyway. If you can make it difficult, you're going to have fun. I really do look forward to hearing in the comments more about what's going on in this particular thread, because seriously, if you make it fun for yourself, you can really get rid of these people and have a good laugh along the way. Don't bother getting angry, it's not worth it. Just play the game their way. Trust me, you'll have fun. Take care.